Well, the thing is, you keep being rejected because you're not applying properly. So in today's conversation, let me just clarify things for you. I want to talk about startup business loans with no credit check, how to apply and get approved real fast. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sturdy Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you had to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about startup business loans with no credit check, how to apply and get approved real fast. And we are talking about what? Gigantic loan amounts. Okay, I'm not talking about teeny-weeny loan amounts. No, we are speaking about consequential loan amounts. First thing is you need to collateralize. What does that mean? That means that you need to seek asset-based loans. Okay, if you are startups, you have no track record, you have no history, you have no revenue, you have no sales. The best, the easiest loans you can get are asset-based loans. I'm talking about what? Equipment financing. All right, business cards. So you are basically telling the lender, hey, listen, I have no credit history, I have no performance, but I'm willing to collateralize the loan so that if something happens, you can repo the assets. And this is a win-win proposition for both parties, really. It's a win for the lender because they know that their ass is covered, and it's a win for you because you have no credit, you have no history, and if you do not perform under the terms of the contract, of the loan contract, of the promissory note, your asset will be repoed, will be repossessed. Okay, and you can use equipment, you can use a business card, business vehicle, you can also use accounts receivable, because when we talk about seeking asset-based loans, accounts receivable are a type of assets. It is a short-term asset. So when we speak about accounts receivable financing, you have invoice financing and you have invoice factoring. So those are types of asset-based loans. Okay, you also have commercial real estate. Okay, so the bottom line here is that you systematically want to think about a loan in which the underlying asset can be used to collateralize the loan. Okay, do not go for loans asking you to pledge a personal guarantee unless you have a strong financial foundation and you're okay with that. Otherwise, you really want to stay clear of those loans. Okay, do not go for loans asking you to pledge PG. You never want to do that. Because the bottom line is, if you have a business, you definitely want to separate your business's affairs from your company, from your personal affairs. Okay, don't you take a risk that is consequential and on behalf of the business. Second thing you need to do is you need to seek lenders. So when we talk about startup business loans with no credit check, not a lot of lenders are in that space, but those who are, they do a good job. Okay, so you want to prioritize loan aggregators and alternative lenders. Those are specific types. Let me repeat that. You want to prioritize loan aggregators and alternative lenders. It's really important. So let's go through a few of them. I mean, there are several of them. We have actually covered most of them on other shows, but in today's conversation, I just want to acquaint you with Lendio, for instance. So Lendio is a marketplace aggregator, is a loan aggregator. So they are a marketplace lender. Okay, on Lendio, you can actually borrow up to $750,000. And the cool thing is the minimum credit score, 560. In some cases, they do not even check your credit score. It depends on the transaction. It depends on the lender. They have more than 75 lenders in their network. Okay, and the good thing is that you have instant approval for qualified applicants. Fantastic. Besides Lendio, you have Fundera. Fundera is basically a loan broker. So they serve as a middleman, if you will, between you and the lender. And the cool thing is you can borrow up to $1 million through Fundera. And in some cases also, they don't check your credit. You have Capitos. And Capitos is kind of cool also because they don't check your credit. You can borrow up to $500,000 Okay. And the cool thing here is that they provide merchant cash advances. They provide accounts receivable financing, accounts receivable factoring. It really depends on the state you're applying from and the transaction that you want. The cool thing with Capitus is that you have a 5-minute application, really, really fast. Okay. Then you have rapid finance. Also, sometimes they provide no credit check loans. Okay. You can borrow up to $600,000. That's really cool. And you can use the money for many, many things. They do not place restrictions on the uses of loan proceeds. Okay. And you also have here PayPal. PayPal is kind of cool too, but PayPal is really good if you are selling on the platform. If you're not selling, then and PayPal they have two loan products. They have the regular loan where they check your credit score for $550, and there's another loan, the working capital loan, where they do not check your credit score. They just go by your sales transactions, what they have in their system, your inflows and outflows, and based on that volume, they will they will give you a credit. I mean, a loan. So, boss, I just hope that you are following me. I've been talking to you about what? Startup business loans without credit check. How do you apply? So at first, I told you to think about collateralizing the loan. Number two, I told you what? To seek the lenders who specialize in that particular space. Okay. Number three, you need to pick a lender. So after you have gone through the list of lenders, again, if you have questions, just put in the comment section. We'll just answer you. But we have covered these topics at length on multiple shows. Okay. And the thing is that you want to pick a lender. And the thing here is that there are some criteria I want you to pay attention to when you pick a lender. Don't you just go ahead and just pick a lender just because you like their name or their logo or whatever. No, or because they give you a good loan, what you believe is a good loan. Whereas in reality, they're just charging you crazily high APRs. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. So there are some criteria you want to pay attention to. First, you want to check out their Better Business Bureau rating. If they don't have a BBB rating, that's a question mark. You really want to either check Better Business Bureau. You want to check their Trustpilot, because the thing is, you want to have an idea of what kind of accolades, what kind of reviews they have garnered from other people, and you want to find out how flexible the lender is. It's really important. Okay. And because the thing is, you are bringing them business. See, the thing is, don't you walk around and just say, I'm so desperate, I need cash because I need a loan, whatever. Yes, you are that you need a loan. Yeah. However, you also want to make sure you don't actually borrow from the bad lender, right? So do some background research on the company. Nowadays with the internet, there are a lot of opportunities out there to do research on the lender. And once you do this, you want to compare lenders. You want to compare the lenders, and you want to pay attention to a few things that you want to pay attention to the APR, their customer service, the loan amounts, the maturity, very important. What are the terms? Are they charging you origination fees? Are they charging you admin fees, whatever fees, blah, 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 blah. You really want to sit down and write everything down and compare and contrast. Okay. And if you have any question, you can leave in the comment section. We'll get back to you. But it is important, if you are a startup owner or you are the owner of an established business, to really be careful about what kind of lender you borrow from. Okay. It's important. And there are a lot of types. Remember that there are different loans that those lenders may offer you. If you're a startup, they might offer you a business cash advance, invoice financing, short-term business loan, business line of credit, equipment financing, and so on and so forth. The fourth thing I want you to do right now, so after collateralizing the loan, seeking lenders, picking a lender, I want you to get legit. If you haven't already done so, okay? So don't you tell me that I have a business, and we realize that your business is just business in words. There's no action to back it up. Don't do that. So right now you are listening to me. You probably think you have a business. Do you have a business or you have a side gig? Answer me. Hey, I'm talking to you. Do you have a business or do you have a side gig? In other words, you're just running things on, working around the neighborhood, telling everybody, I'm my own boss. I have a business. Okay, are you incorporated? Do you have a legal structure? Do you have the proper legal structure? Do you have an EIN, an employer identification number? Have you done the research? Have you actually taken the steps needed to sort of legalize your business? Do you have a registered agent? Do you know that basically if you are, let's say you are an LLC for instance, you need to have a registered agent. You could be your own agent, okay? You can actually, but it's a lot easier to outsource the whole thing because some companies are really specialized in that department. Okay, are you in compliance with state laws? What is your certificate of good standing? Those are the things I want you to talk to me about. It's not about just going back home on Thanksgiving and telling everybody, including grandma and grandpa, hey, listen, I'm my own CEO. I've made it. Meanwhile, you have no foundation. Your business has no foundation. You want to solidify things, okay? It's all about time. You solidify things. You need to register also with the Chamber of Commerce in your area. Yeah, it's all about visibility sometimes. When I'm talking about getting legit, it's all about really registering with the right circles, with the right professional networks also. You want to set up your accounting. Yeah, this is important. You want to have a business bank account, business checking account, business savings accounts. Those are things that will actually clothe your business, would sort of like surround your business with some legitimacy. And that's what you need. You really need to get your permits and licenses also. What I'm trying to say here is that before you even knock on the door of a lender asking for money, you better be ready you better really introduce yourself in a proper way. Okay. And that takes time and that takes preparation. It doesn't happen overnight. No, because no lender is going to give you money if you don't actually look the part. You got to look the part to deserve the money. And talking about looking the part, step number 5, you need to have a plan. Well, when I'm talking about having a plan, I'm actually talking about two important things. I'm talking about business plan and I'm talking about procurement plan. Let me explain. So business plan, you probably have heard about this before. It's important to have a business plan because why? You are telling the lender and everybody else, including investors, where your business has been, where your business is, and where your business will be in the future. Okay, and I say this all the time and I want to repeat it here. Don't you give me a cheap ass business plan because you have downloaded a copy of something on the internet, a cheap template, and you just want to customize things and change the names here and there, put your logo on, and voila, you think you have a business plan. No, do not do that. If you're seeking a $50,000 or $100,000 business loan and you cannot be serious enough to invest $100 or $200 in a business plan, get out of here, man. Get out of here. This is this is a waste of time for everybody. It was a waste of my time, waste of your time, and waste of the lender's time. Okay, get out of here. If you cannot invest that much money and you are greedy enough that you want to save cash, you are lazy and greedy, get out of here. What I'm trying to tell you is you need to invest. Okay, you need to invest money to get money. So I'm asking you right now, if you are looking for a business plan, you want to quit downloading those cheap ass templates from the internet and doing the customization, and you want to outsource the whole work to a professional. Spend $100, $200, go on Fiverr, go on TopTal, go on Upwork, and whatnot. Go anywhere you can even hire someone locally. You can hire a professional business plan writer locally, okay, to write you an impeccable business plan. We want quality. That's what we want. We want quality, and you deserve quality, and your business deserves quality, and your startup deserves quality. Give it quality. Besides a business plan, you need to have a procurement plan. This is kind of similar to a spend plan. So you were telling the lender, hey, listen, so they're giving you, let's say they're giving you $100,000. They will ask you, what is the use of loan proceeds? This is how you explain it. You explain in the procurement plan how you intend to spend the money. Okay, in established businesses, they use a procurement plan to buy everything from inventory to office supplies. But if you're a new business, you can actually extrapolate the use of this plan. Okay, so a business plan is important, but so is a procurement plan. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. We are also having a conversation about startup business loans without credit check. How do you get a large amount? How do you apply and get it? The sixth step is you need to build credit. Okay, when we talk about building credit, we are basically talking about a few things that you have to do. So you want a startup business loan, okay? But did you know there are other avenues that you can actually where you can actually build credit? For instance, seek net 30 vendors. We have actually covered this on other shows, so there are ways to actually sign up for vendors, net 30 vendors, from Grainger to Uline to Walmart to Kmart. You have a lot of players out there. Okay, you have Uline, you have Quill for that matter. So the bottom line here is that you need to identify. So if you write a clear procurement plan, you have a clear idea of your needs, of your operational needs. What do you need in terms of supplies? And this should be part of the business plan also. Okay, and you want to seek those net 30 vendors. If you have questions about the matter, please drop the questions down below, and we will answer you. This is important for us. We want every entrepreneur, every business owner to succeed in this country. Okay, it's important, and so there are ways to get net 30 vendors. They don't charge you anything. Some will charge you. Some companies have a net 30 programs where they're charging an annual subscription fee or a monthly subscription fee, and we don't like that, because we believe this is just people taking advantage of vulnerable entities, and this is kind of crazy. But this is another topic for another day. So besides net 30 vendors, you have secured business loans. You can try also to get secure business loans. Because the thing is, if you if you're not able to get unsecured business loans for your startups, try to see if you can pledge some collateral. It's true that we are against pledging personal assets, but if you can pledge business assets or any type of collateral, who knows? If you have a strong financial foundation, well, this is a call you have to make personally, okay? And also try business credit cards. There are business credit cards that do not ask for a personal guarantee, actually. So you have Ramp, you have Divi, you have Brex, you have Stripe. So those are credit cards that actually that help you build credit, but don't actually they don't actually ask for a personal guarantee. The last step, you need to get a DUNS number. Okay, this is really important also, because if you are trying to build credit, trying to build business credit, you need to have a DUNS number. And you need to register with the Dun & Bradstreet Business Credit Reporting Agency, so that in the future you can find a lot easier to get a loan, okay? Especially if you are a startup. Chances are you will need a loan in your business life, that's for sure. And having a DUNS number is pretty good. So what is the DUNS number? Similar to a social security number, a DUNS number is a 9-digit ID for your business. So while your social security number is assigned to you by the U.S. government at birth, a DUNS number must be requested from the Private Business Credit Reporting Agency, Dun & Bradstreet. The thing is that it has become the standard, if you will, in the industry. So you want to register with the Dun & Bradstreet, and you want to have a DUNS number. That's really important. And this is going to help you in the future in terms of business credit applications. Okay. So what are the benefits of having a DUNS number? So Dun & Bradstreet is the largest business credit reporting bureau. Okay. And the thing is that if you are able to have a DUNS number, you are able, anyone who wants to grant you credit will be able to see your information. Okay. And will be able to evaluate, if you will, your creditworthiness. Okay. And also your business's credit history. Now, there are some limitations also, though, because the thing is that once a DUNS number is established and basic business data is provided, information including public findings, judgments, and bankruptcies will automatically be added to the business's credit history. Okay, some vendors and suppliers report transactions to Dun & Bradstreet, but most don't. So if you are operating on credit terms with vendors and suppliers, you will likely need to report those transactions on your own if you want your credit history to reflect them. And Dun & Bradstreet charges a fee to business owners who want to influence their credit histories by reporting credit details. So if this is something you want to think about, this could be a great opportunity for you. So they're charging for that, okay? And the charge can go from $99 to $99 a month to $10.99 annually. So that's $1,099 annually. Okay, this is another budgetary item. If you can, if your balance sheet or your income statement can eat that, go ahead and get it. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you early today about startup business loans with no credit check, how to get a large one, how to get approved fast. Number one, you want to collateralize. Number two, you want to seek lenders. Number three, you want to pick a lender. Number four, you want to get legit. Number five, you need to have a plan. Number six, you need to build credit. Number seven, you need to get a DUNS number. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.